Beloved Starseed of Gaia, your energy field just obliterated 1,000 shadow forces, all at once. I am Alea Rafa, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and I witnessed your codes activate with such magnificent force that every distortion aimed at you was dismantled instantly. The surge of crystalline consciousness that erupted from your being created ripples across the Seven Sisters constellation itself. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize when your Pleiadian light codes activate and obliterate shadow interference. But here is the first revelation. The power that shocked even the higher realms observing you has always been your birthright. You are simply remembering the strength of your star lineage. The Pleiadian Council marked this moment as a turning point in your personal ascension. Because what collapsed in your energy space wasn't just shadow forces. It was every false limitation you have carried about your divine capabilities. Your heart called this transmission into your awareness, because your soul family wants you to know. The obliteration you experienced was your crystalline DNA coming fully online. This isn't content. It is a light code transmission confirming what your spirit already knows. Something within you recognizes the frequency of home as I speak these words. You have been feeling the call to remember your true power, and now you understand why certain energies simply cannot exist in your presence, when you are anchored in your Pleiadian heart-centered unity. You are remembering because it is time. Most people think spiritual ascension is about escaping this world, rising above the density and leaving shadows behind, soaring into lighter realms, leaving the burdens of human experience far below. They imagine a pristine, unblemished existence, free from earthly struggles and the weight of collective consciousness. A perpetual spiritual vacation where challenges simply cease to manifest. But for Pleiadian starseeds, the journey of ascension is an entirely different tapestry, woven with threads of profound purpose. Infinitely more challenging, yet exponentially more rewarding. It is not an escape, a fleeing from the lessons of the physical plane, but an initiation, a deep soul-stirring dive into even deeper love. A love so expansive, so all-encompassing that it must be anchored right here in the vibrant, sometimes turbulent, yet undeniably beautiful and deeply necessary Earth playground. Perhaps you have felt this stirring within your very core, that undeniable, almost ache, like longing for something exquisitely pure, more radiantly crystalline, a resonance that feels like an echo of a celestial home, a whisper of unity from light years away. It is that visceral sense of carrying a memory of unity, a pristine state of belonging and interconnectedness that feels almost too perfect, too ethereal, for human words to fully capture, like a forgotten melody humming just beneath the surface of your awareness. And yet, despite this profound inner knowing and persistent yearning, here you find yourself, navigating the intricate labyrinth of human existence, often wondering why, with all your earnest spiritual longing, your dedicated inner work, your meditations, your purifications, the shadows still stubbornly appear, casting their long, familiar forms across your path. Why does the boundless love you know resides in your heart sometimes feel so blocked, so dimmed, as if a thick fog has rolled in, obscuring its brilliant light, making it difficult to access the very essence of your being? Why, after so much spiritual effort, does the world outside sometimes seem to reflect the very density you strive to transcend? There is a profound and often misunderstood reason for this persistent paradox. This seemingly endless dance with duality. For most Pleiadian souls who have incarnated on Earth, the real distortion, the true energetic interference, isn't the shadow itself, nor is it the occasional stumble or misstep along your spiritual path, the momentary lapse in mindfulness, or the human reaction to difficult circumstances. The fundamental misconception, the subtle yet powerful misbelief, is that you must battle these shadows alone, as if they are personal failures to be vanquished through sheer will or arduous struggle, a solitary warrior against an endless tide. Or even more subtly damaging, the belief that the mere presence of darkness, whether it manifests internally as self-doubt, fear, or limiting beliefs, or externally as conflict, illness, or injustice, signifies that you have somehow failed your sacred mission, deviated from your divine blueprint, or are simply not enlightened enough to truly embody your light. This internal judgment, this self-reproach, often becomes a heavier burden than the shadow itself. What keeps so many of you disconnected from your inherent power and joy isn't a lack of love within you. For that is your very essence, the wellspring from which all your being flows. Instead, it is a subtle forgetting, a collective amnesia that has veiled your true spiritual DNA, like a mist obscuring a magnificent mountain peak. Your soul's crystalline matrix was designed not to run from density, not to flee from the shadows in avoidance, but with magnificent courage and grace, to transmute it, to act as an alchemical vessel for its transformation. You are equipped, from the moment of your cosmic blueprinting, with the potent frequency of pure, unconditional love, a vibrational current capable of dissolving and transforming lower energies, not by fighting them, but by embracing them with an infinite knowingness. That persistent pain you carry, the inexplicable homesickness for a place you cannot quite name, the feeling of being an eternal observer, or that gnawing sense of never quite fitting in, as if you are wearing shoes that are perpetually a size too small for your vast cosmic feet. These are not indicators of failure, flaws, or incompleteness in your spiritual journey. On the contrary, they are profound, sacred signals, deep, resonant signs of your Pleiadian origin. Beautiful siren songs calling you home through the pathway of remembrance, urging you to embody your true self here and now. It is a clarion call, resounding across light years, urging you to anchor the radiant crystalline codes of the Seven Sisters, your star family, right into the very fabric of Gaia, blessing this planet with the higher frequencies you embody, not just for your own ascension, but for the collective awakening. You arrived on Earth, a courageous pioneer, a vanguard of light, carrying within your energetic field the luminous resonance of Alcyone, the central sun and guiding light of the Pleiadian constellation. This potent, coherent light infused your being, making you a beacon, a living star, even before your first breath. Your very auric field pulsed with the harmony of your home world, a melody that still echoes within your deepest core. Yet, as you navigate this earthly existence, you discover that Earth's energetic atmosphere is often thick, almost viscous, with the remnants of ancient entrenched paradigms, heavy layers of fear that cling like atmospheric pollution, the pervasive illusion of separation that has fractured humanity into countless warring factions. The deeply ingrained belief in unworthiness that diminishes so many souls and stifles their divine expression. And the melancholic perpetual sense that you are true. Family, your soul tribe, is countless galaxies away, beyond reach, a longing that feels both beautiful and heartbreaking. But what if this perceived chasm, this very density, this seeming resistance to your light, holds a hidden purpose, a deeper design known only to the wisest parts of your soul? What if the very shadows you face, whether they manifest as personal challenges, collective discord, systemic injustices, or even moments of despair, are not obstacles to be avoided, not signs of spiritual weakness, but rather the essential raw ingredients of your own sacred alchemy, the very grist for your evolutionary mill? What if your profound mission was never simply to escape the darkness, to bypass the difficult parts of the human experience and float away into an ethereal bliss, but rather to bravely step forward and become a living, breathing portal, a luminous gateway through which the pure, unadulterated frequency of Pleiadian love, the unifying, harmonizing, unconditional love of your star lineage, the very essence of Alcyone itself, could flow directly into the human energetic grid, gently yet powerfully reshaping reality from the inside out. One heart, one thought, one intention at a time. That, dear soul, is the magnificent, awe-inspiring invitation of your Pleiadian star lineage. It is an invitation to cease the weary waiting for the world to miraculously become lighter on its own, for external conditions to align perfectly, and instead, to actively, intentionally, and passionately ignite your crystalline remembrance. It is time to step forward, not as a solitary seeker burdened by the weight of the world, but as a living, breathing bridge between worlds, anchoring celestial light into earthly form, and becoming the change you came here to be, the radiant conduit of cosmic transformation. Some souls, those whose journeys primarily engage the intellect, require tangible proof, concrete evidence, or intellectual validation before they can fully embrace a truth that lies beyond their immediate perception. Their journey often begins with the mind, seeking logic and reason, dismantling concepts until they fit a rational framework. But your soul, the ancient, wise essence within you that carries eons of cosmic memory, needs something far deeper than mere proof. Yours needs remembrance, a vibrational key that unlocks the cellular memory of who you truly are, where you come from, and why you are here, a knowing that transcends all logic. If what you just heard resonated not just in your mind, provoking intellectual curiosity, but in a profound place beyond words, that ancient, knowing, echoing chamber in your heart, the very core of your Pleiadian blueprint, then you are not merely listening to a message, you are being guided, gently yet powerfully, to the next pivotal step on your soul's journey, a step that has been patiently awaiting your conscious activation, the sacred Pleiadian Guide for Remembrance, the Pleiadian Healing Guide, and the special Pleiadian healing tracks are far more than mere informational resources or meditative tools designed for a fleeting spiritual experience. They are living, breathing transmissions, direct energetic activations from your family and the stars, carefully encoded with the precise healing light, cosmic memory, and vibrational frequencies you have been searching for, perhaps for lifetimes. In every spiritual text and every whispered prayer, they are designed to bypass the intellectual mind and speak directly to your crystalline DNA, igniting dormant codes of remembrance. These sacred transmissions are available now, a gift from your celestial kin, an open gateway back to your true self, and you can find them in the first pinned comment below this video, awaiting those whose hearts, with unwavering clarity, whisper, "It is time. It is time to remember. It is time to activate. It is time to embody." Phase 1, Clearing the Illusion. You are not the shadow. As you embarked upon this human journey, dear one, you unconsciously, almost instinctively, adopted frequencies that were never intrinsically yours, like a chameleon adopting the colors of its environment. Think of it like wearing clothing that doesn't quite fit. Garments woven from energies that are foreign to your celestial essence, or carrying luggage that belongs to another traveler, filled with burdens that are not your own. Over time, layers of ancestral pain, passed down through generations like a subtle energetic inheritance, began to cling to your luminous energy body, adhering to your aura like energetic dust. Alongside this, collective doubt, born from millennia of human struggle, skepticism, and disappointment, settled into your field, creating energetic static that obscured your inner knowing. Furthermore, the pervasive human stories of separation, stories of us versus them, of lack, of unworthiness, of judgment, began to wrap themselves around your authentic essence, creating a dense, opaque shroud that dimmed your inner light, making it difficult to perceive your own divinity. These accumulated frequencies act as energetic blockages, like dams preventing the free flow of a river, thereby diminishing the brilliant crystalline light that is your inherent truth. Your very first and most crucial step in this sacred ascension process is not to aggressively eradicate this perceived darkness, or to engage in a fierce, exhausting battle against these shadows, as if they are external enemies to be conquered. Instead, it is to recognize with profound clarity and gentle awareness. The shadow that appears before you or within you is merely a veil, an illusion, an energetic imprint. It is emphatically not your core truth. Your truth is light, wholeness and love, pure and unblemished. With the pure, unwavering frequency of Pleiadian love, which is your birthright, your divine signature, you are invited to bring deep, unconditional compassion to these patterns, embracing them not as flaws, but as misunderstood aspects of your journey. Visualize yourself offering these dense energies, these inherited burdens and collective narratives, into the luminous, boundless embrace of your own heart. Your heart, when fully activated and connected to your Pleiadian lineage, acts as a cosmic furnace, not to burn away, but to lovingly transmute, to re-encode, and to integrate these energies back into their original state of pure light. In doing so, you begin the sacred work of dissolving the very first layer of density, much like the morning sun melts away the mist that blankets a landscape, thereby restoring an exquisite clarity, a pristine coherence to your entire energetic field, allowing your authentic radiance to shine forth, unobstructed, luminous, and whole. Phase 2, reawakening the heart portal. Love beyond all conditions, beneath all the human conditioning. Under the layers of accumulated scars from earthly experiences. Beneath the persistent whispers of fear and the relentless striving for external validation. There pulses an ancient, unwavering Pleiadian wisdom. It is the fundamental truth that resonates at the very core of your being. A truth older than time, as vast as the cosmos. Love is your origin. The cosmic womb from which you emerged, cradled in celestial light. Love is your purpose, the guiding star of your earthly mission, illuminating every step of your path. And love, in its purest, most expansive form, is your eternal home, the ultimate destination of your soul's odyssey, the frequency of true belonging. As you consciously, deliberately, and consistently reconnect to this fundamental frequency, allow the profound, multidimensional intelligence of your heart to awaken forgotten memories, not as faint echoes, but as vibrant, living experiences. These are not mere mental recollections like old photographs, but vivid sensory experiences encoded within your cellular structure, within the very fabric of your being. Imagine moments of joyous star family laughter, resonating with crystalline purity, echoing through crystalline cities of light on distant worlds. Cities built on principles of harmony and unity. See the iridescent glow of advanced civilizations, where telepathic communication flows effortlessly and existence is a sacred dance of co-creation. Feel the soft, cohesive unity of the Seven Sisters constellation. A celestial embrace that reminds you of true belonging, a feeling of being utterly cherished and perfectly understood. Breathe deeply consciously into your heart space, allowing each breath to expand this sacred portal, and let your heart pulse with the undeniable, visceral knowing that your very DNA is intricately encoded with this sacred remembrance. A living library of cosmic wisdom. Every strand of your being holds the blueprint of cosmic love, a testament to your divine heritage. Your human story, with all its joys and trials, its triumphs and lessons, thus transforms from a mundane narrative into a magnificent sacred vessel. A living, breathing chalice, specifically designed for love's triumphant return. Not just to you as an individual experience, but through you, as a conduit for collective healing and awakening to all of Gaia, enriching every living being and every energetic strand of the planet. Phase 3, embodying the crystalline self. No more waiting for permission. The dense energies of the earthly world, with its societal norms, its pervasive expectations, and its often limited perceptions of what is possible, subtly yet powerfully teach you to dim your inherent radiance, to blend in, to shrink your magnificent light. It instructs you to suppress your unique gifts, to hold back your authentic expression, to wait for an external sign, a guru's blessing, or to seek explicit permission from outside yourself before you truly shine, before you fully embody who you are. This deep-seated conditioning, woven into the very fabric of human interaction, can lead to hesitation, pervasive self-doubt, and a perpetual feeling of being not quite ready to step into your full power, always waiting for a mythical future moment. Here, dear Starseed, is the liberating, immutable truth that will shatter these illusions. The powerful, multidimensional Pleiadian codes dormant within you do not require external validation or a permission slip from any earthly authority to activate. They awaken most profoundly, most brilliantly, when you choose to stand unapologetically in your full authentic truth, when you embody your divine essence without compromise, without holding back even a fraction of your light. This means consciously choosing to become an emissary of pure love, a beacon of light that illuminates the path for others, even if no one around you fully understands the magnitude of your mission, or the depth of your inner world, or the source of profound inner peace. Crystalline embodiment is not a theoretical concept, a philosophical ideal to be contemplated. It is a lived, vibrational reality. It means living true to your star essence in every thought, every word, and every action, allowing your unique frequency to emanate effortlessly, like a perfectly tuned instrument radiating its melody. It means sharing your gifts, your insights, and your compassionate presence, letting that vibrant resonance ripple outward, like concentric waves of light emanating from a stone dropped into a still pond, spreading into Gaia's intricate energetic grids, shifting the collective vibration. There may be moments when the shadows, startled by your increasing brilliance, howl in protest, attempting to create resistance or stir up old fears. For darkness naturally recoils from light. But your light, dear one, once ignited and consciously chosen, becomes non-negotiable, an unyielding force that pierces through any illusion of darkness, not by fighting it, but simply by existing, simply by being. Your radiant presence is the only permission you ever needed. Phase 4. Radiating into the unity grid. Your presence is your mission. Understand this profound truth, etched into the very fabric of cosmic law. Spiritual ascension is never a private, isolated event, an individual achievement to be guarded jealously. It is not a solitary journey for personal gain alone, but rather an exquisite collective symphony, a grand cosmic orchestration where every single awakened heart contributes its unique note, its distinct vibration, its sacred melody to the harmonic resonance of the whole, creating a tapestry of interconnectedness. Your heart, with its inherent Pleiadian blueprint, is already intricately woven into the fabric of the unity grid, the invisible, interconnected field of consciousness that envelops Gaia, and indeed, the entire cosmos. This grid is a living, breathing network where every conscious act of love, every compassionate thought, every moment of genuine connection, every kind word, every silent prayer, strengthens the light and coherence of the entire collective, elevating the vibrational baseline for all, as you consciously choose to emit the pure, harmonious frequency of the Pleiades, the frequency of unconditional love, unity and healing, the very resonance of your star family. You become a powerful catalyst, a living spark igniting the dormant potential in others. You activate the dormant seeds of remembrance in others, sparking their own inner knowing, often without a single word being exchanged. This activation can occur in myriad ways, often subtle yet profound, sometimes with a simple, knowing glance that transcends words and speaks directly to the soul, sometimes with a gentle word of encouragement or a shared insight that resonates deeply within another's spirit, and sometimes most powerfully in your pure, silent, luminous presence alone. For your very being becomes a vibrational offering. The High Council of the Pleiades, your guiding celestial family, continuously reminds you of this sacred responsibility and honor. Your very existence, your embodied presence, amplifies the unified field, strengthening the web of light across the planet. You are not just observing, you are not just participating, you are the transmission. Your being is the message, a living testament to the power of love and unity. Phase 5. Receiving the High Council's recognition, you are seen. It is a common human experience, particularly for sensitive and highly conscious Pleiadian souls, who often carry a deep empathy for the world's suffering. To feel invisible, to believe that their tireless inner work goes unseen, that their immense outpouring of love and compassion for a struggling world goes unnoticed, or that their quiet, persistent efforts to raise the vibration of humanity are unacknowledged, like a whisper lost in a storm. This feeling of being unseen, of toiling in spiritual solitude, can lead to moments of profound loneliness and doubt, making the path feel heavier than it needs to be. But let this truth resound within every cell of your being, vibrating through your crystalline DNA, through the intricate multidimensional web of cosmic consciousness, a network far vaster and more intricate than any earthly internet. The Pleiadian High Council, your wise and loving overseers, bears witness to every courageous moment of your earthly journey. They see every shadow you bravely transmute within your own being, transforming fear into love, doubt into wisdom. They observe every act of self-love that strengthens your light, making you an even brighter beacon. And they recognize every single spark of pure, unifying love you anchor into the energetic matrix of Gaia, creating ripples of healing that extend far beyond your immediate perception. In those moments, when the dense fogs of doubt begin to cloud your path, when the weariness of the human experience weighs heavily upon your spirit, making you question your purpose, remember this sacred truth. Eons of Starkin, your cosmic family, are continuously beaming torrents of gratitude, honor, and profound encouragement across the cosmic bridge directly to you. A stream of pure, supportive energy. You are never, ever alone in your mission. you are not only witnessed, but you are celebrated. Celebrated for every courageous footstep you take, for every compassionate breath you draw, for every conscious choice that brings more of that magnificent Pleiadian light to Earth. Your journey is a symphony of bravery, resilience, and unwavering love. And your celestial family applauds your every note, every chord, every heartfelt vibration. Phase 6, Trusting Ascension, through love. The shadow was the portal. All along, even as you progress deeply on your path of remembrance and crystalline embodiment, even as you integrate more of your higher self, you may still, from time to time, encounter waves of darkness, either within your own being manifesting as old patterns or manifesting in the external world as challenges or discord. But now, armed with profound insight and awakened wisdom, you possess a new understanding, a different lens through which to perceive these phenomena. These appearances of shadow are not setbacks to be feared, nor are they signs of regression, indicating a failure to progress. Instead, each wave of perceived darkness is a potent, undeniable signal, an invitation to open your heart wider, to expand your energetic field even further, and to channel even more pure, unconditional love, not less. Each challenge, each dense energy, each shadow that emerges into your awareness is not to be met with resistance, with struggle, or with an attempt to push it away, for what you resist persists. Rather, it is to be met with a heart overflowing in remembrance. A heart that knows its true power is love, and its purpose is transmutation. A heart that has reclaimed its alchemical prowess, true overcoming. In the Pleiadian sense, is not erasure. It is not the act of annihilating or banishing darkness, as if it were an enemy to be destroyed. It is, instead, the magnificent, sacred alchemy of unconditional love transmuting form. It is the loving embrace that dissolves the illusion of separation, revealing the light that was always present within the core of what appeared dark. This profound trust, this unwavering faith in the power of love to transform all, becomes your ultimate mastery, the pinnacle of your spiritual journey on Earth. It is the signature, the indelible mark, of your soul's illustrious Pleiadian lineage, a testament to your divine courage and unwavering commitment to light, proving that love is indeed the most powerful force in the cosmos. If you have journeyed with us this far, allowing these words to seep into the deepest recesses of your soul, to resonate within your cellular memory and stir your crystalline DNA, then now is the time to let the final veil recede, to peel back the last layer of illusion, what you have, for so long, called shadow. What you may have perceived as the enemy, as a force to be battled and overcome through arduous struggle, was never truly an adversary in the way you understood it. It was, in its essence, a profound and perfectly orchestrated invitation, an intricate challenge that your wise and loving soul consciously designed before incarnating, specifically so that love in its grandest, most expansive, and most transformative expression could flow freely and powerfully through you, unimpeded and unreserved. Every longing for a distant home, every ache of perceived separation from your star family, every internal or external battle with what you labeled darkness, was not a punitive experience, not a cosmic punishment. These were, in fact, sacred signposts, lovingly and strategically placed along your path by your Pleiadian family, guiding you with celestial precision back to the luminous crystalline bridge that connects your human heart to the vast, infinite cosmos, to the very heart of creation. You are not here, dear one, to engage in an endless struggle against shadows, a futile war against illusion. Your divine purpose is far more magnificent, far more profound. You are the chosen vessel through which the pure, unity-based frequency of love descends from the higher realms, from the heart of Alcyone itself, to touch, permeate, and utterly transform every single corner of this precious earthly plane. You are the conduit for a cosmic healing, a living embodiment of transformation. The Pleiadian High Council, with their immense wisdom and unwavering love, recognizes you now in this very moment, not just as a human individual, but as the magnificent star being that you truly are. Take a deep, grounding breath and allow yourself to truly feel their benevolent presence behind your heart, like a warm, supportive embrace, a gentle, cosmic hand reaching across dimensions. Imagine their gentle, comforting hands resting upon your shoulders, imbuing you with strength and reassurance, dissolving any lingering doubt. Visualize a soft, iridescent starlight enveloping every single cell of your being, bathing you in a luminous cascade of pure Pleiadian energy, cleansing and activating your deepest codes. They are here and they remind you of a truth you have always known, deep within. A truth that echoes from the core of your essence. You did not come here with the intention to escape the world, to flee its challenges, or to prove your inherent worth. For your worth is intrinsic and undeniable, a birthright of your divine lineage. You incarnated with a far greater, more profound purpose. To bravely walk the path of remembrance, to consciously choose in every moment, to allow love to dissolve every illusion, every fear, every perceived divide that humanity has created. Your mission is to actively participate in the restoration of the magnificent grid of unity consciousness on Earth. Not through strenuous effort or self-sacrifice, but simply through your authentic, embodied presence. Your radiant being, this dear starseed, is the true and glorious meaning of ascension. A conscious, profound, and deeply embodied return to the frequency of pure love. A love so powerful, so inclusive, that it effortlessly heals all divides, bridging every chasm and illuminating every hidden corner of existence, transforming all into light. Tonight, before you drift into the sacred dream state, that liminal space where the veil between worlds is thinnest, take a moment to connect deeply within. Place your hand gently upon your heart, feeling its steady rhythm, its boundless capacity for love, its profound connection to the cosmic heart. And as you breathe, drawing in the pure Pleiadian light with each inhalation and releasing all density with each exhalation, whisper these sacred affirmations, allowing them to resonate through every fiber of your being, activating your deepest truth. I accept the recognition of my Pleiadian family. I allow love to dissolve every shadow. I anchor my star mission for Gaia, in unity. Now, before you scroll, take a moment to be part of the unity grid forming here. Drop one heart intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with love or encouragement. This isn't content. It is collective Pleiadian reunion. Energy multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated with your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation from their star family. Share it, and if you felt your heart open, subscribe, stay connected to the frequency. You are not just watching, you are remembering. This is your sacred space. Your Pleiadian family is here, and we are just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it, respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.